What is up, Hollywood stars? Welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I want to do my top 10 must-have brushes for eyeshadow. So these 10 brushes I selected out of all of the brushes that I have, and I was like, okay, these are my ride or die. These are the ones that are going to give you a flawless look. So I was like, why not share this with you guys? So if you want to know what brushes you should have in your collection for a flawless application, then just keep watching, and as always, don't forget to shine bright because it's so Hollywood time. Okay, so first things first, I feel like this angle is a lot more flattering. Yeah, I've just been kind of playing around with my camera and how the height of it and the tripod and just all that good stuff. So I feel like I like it so far, looking in the monitor, but once I edit the video, I guess I'll find out for sure. So I have 10 brushes here, and these are my must-have brushes. So the first brushes that I think are going to be super essential in the application of your eyeshadow are definitely good blending brushes. So I have 4 of them here, which I really love. I guess more like 3. So the ones that I really love are this one, which is a classic. So the first brush that I have is this guy right here. This is the MAC 224 brush. I really love this brush because it does an amazing job on blending your eyeshadow. This is a brush that you're going to want to use obviously in the crease, but it's going to do a very good job by blending everything nice and even. So if you have any harsh lines, or if you can really see a lot of pigment somewhere, you can really use this to really diffuse the color. So this is a very good essential blending brush to have. This is my go-to brushes. The next brush that I have is this one by Morphe. This is the N412 brush. So this is also a blending brush, and I really love the way this one is a little bit more tapered here at the end. It also is not as loose up here, which is really going to give you a nice application of the crease. So this brush I like to use when I really want to concentrate product right into the crease, and I don't want my brush to diffuse the product any higher or any lower. It just really does a nice job on keeping the product there. So I'll show you the difference between both the MAC one and the Morphe one. So this one right here, right there, is a MAC one, and then this one is the Morphe one. So you can see that they are very similar, but the Morphe one is definitely a little bit more tapered, and then like I mentioned before, this one is a little bit more loose up here. This one is a little bit harder to move. So I love these for the crease. Oh my god, I swear this brush is amazing. This is the Morphe M411 brush. This one is very small compared to the other ones, but this one is amazing once again for the crease, but I primarily use this guy for the outer corner and to really pack in color there. So I really love this, just taking this in the very outer V, or if I really want to deposit an extra dark color right into the crease. So basically that's the order that I use these brushes in. And you can see how they go from big to little. So these are my must-have blending brushes. So next, I have 2 packing brushes. So basically, packing brushes are, actually I said this to someone and they were like, what is that? And I was like, oh, maybe people call them something else, I don't know. But basically, my definition of a packing brush is something that's very dense, and also that's kind of a flat edge. That way you can really pack on the color on the lid. So my favorite one is this one by Morphe. So it's a little bit dirty, but you can see how it's very thin when I turn it on the side, but it's nice and flat. So this is the Morphe R42 brush. It's very pretty as well. It has a rose gold. But I love this brush because it does an amazing job, obviously, at packing the color in. Also, sometimes I might use this to apply my inner corner if I want to. So it's just a very nice brush to have. I also love the fact that the bristles are very compact. The next packing brush that I have is this one by e.l.f. So these by e.l.f. I'm pretty sure you can find like at Target or probably like elf.com. I think that's where I got mine. This one is actually the e.l.f. concealer brush, but I love to use this for packing on eyeshadow. It's also very flat on the side, so it does an amazing job doing that. The next brush that I have is this little itty bitty guy right here. This is a synthetic brush. This is the Morphe M70-2 brush. So this brush, I love using this because it is synthetic, so it does amazingly when applying glitters or any shimmery shades. Usually this brush, I find that it does a great job, especially on those eyeshadows where you kind of have to use your finger. If you use this brush, it will definitely work. I've done it before. I've used it before, and it definitely works to apply those, especially if you really want to get in there in the little nooks and crannies and your fingers don't fit there. That's why I love this brush. This brush right here, I have shown this in so many of my videos because I am obsessed with this brush. I use this for so many things. This is a Small Precision brush by e.l.f. So this one, once again, I like to use this mainly for my glitters because it is very tiny and it also has a flat edge. I'm not sure if you guys can see that, but it does a nice job on packing on the glitter. And it fits amazingly in there. So I'll show you guys what I'm talking about. So for example, I have this JCat glitter here. So the tops for these are very small. So you guys can just see how tiny this brush is and how it's definitely just gonna fit in there. So I love that brush for that, and this is why I think you guys should have one of these in your collection. Next, I have two brushes that I love to use for my underline waterline or my lash line. So basically the one that I love is this Morphe one. This is the Morphe N560. I believe it's an N560 brush. So you can see it's more like a pencil brush. It's also very tapered right here. So I love the fact that it's very small. So I definitely like using this right under my lash line because it is very small and I can definitely get in there and it diffuses the color amazing. Next, I have this one right here, which I've been loving lately. This is the Morphe N578 brush. So this one I love to use under my lash line as well, but what I'll do is I'll take this one first and I'll kind of pack on the color first, like really close to my waterline, and then I'll take this guy and I will diffuse the color right under there. That way it can give me a nice blown out look. So kind of like what I did here today, how you can see this color is blown out down there. This is the brush I used. So these are definitely essential for your bottom lash line. Okay, so this next brush, of course I had to include it in here. This is a brush that I use to cut the crease, to do halo eyes. Whenever I do anything like that using concealer on my eyes, this is what I've been using. So this is by AOA Studios. It looks like this. I've definitely mentioned this so many times. So it comes with a little like container, I guess, to store it. But when you take it off, that's the brush in there. So as you can see, it's very small, very small and very flat. So it will definitely apply the concealer very seamlessly and give you that nice defined line. So I really love this. This particular brush, like I said, it's from AOA Studios, but you can actually find this online at shopmissay.com. So that was it for my must-have 10 brushes for a flawless eyeshadow application. If you want to see more videos like this one, or if you love this video, of course, give this video a thumbs up. And if you're not subscribed, of course, I would love for you to subscribe and be part of my Hollywood star family. So I hope to see you guys in my next video, and I'll see you next time. Bye!